Hey everybody, my name is 𝐂𝐓 from the Wellness Garden Tool Shed, and I am an energy reader and tarot card reader, and I do things a little bit differently. How I do it is I do more of what the overall energy is like and how we can navigate through this time of uncertainty or of joy or whatever the energy is holding for that time. So what I do is I pull 10 cards for the Celtic cross spread, and it just kind of gives a little bit of a general idea of what this week's energy is going to hold. But before I get started, as I'm shuffling these cards, would you do me a huge favor? Could you like and subscribe to the channel? I am really trying to boost up my channel and grow it so that we can inspire and help people like you that are interested in this kind of stuff. So thank you very much, and let's go back to the reading. Okay, first card is King of Cups. Don't we all want that confident or confidant person that we can trust? This is this king right here. This person is a good lawyer. This is a good, like maybe even person of the cloth, somebody who you can trust, a father figure, a boss, maybe somebody who's teaching you but gives you value and inspiration and honest opinions and advice, good advice, helpful advice. Okay, let's see what the block is. The block is, King of Pentacles. My goodness, do we not keep getting this card? This is maybe we're not sure about our finances, but this is about planning for retirement. This is how much your money is, and this is definitely about money and not having it, and everybody's a little worried about finances right now because of the news is not helping any of this. But that'll be in my next video, which won't be a reading, but more about just some ways to handle what's going on in the current day. So the foundation is planting seeds. Okay, this is the time where maybe your finances aren't looking the way they should, but you've planted the seeds. Okay, so this is what we need to do, is start preparing for ourselves, okay, for what may be coming in store for the next few years. Okay, so let's see what did we learn from the past that can help? We have learned that having passion behind something we feel good about, is what moves things forward and builds momentum. I am all about energy work. That is what we do at the Wellness Garden Tool Shed. And this is one of those creative energies that we need to really get things done and go for it. Hold on a second. Now I know what that is. And back. I had something that was going low in a battery. It was making all kinds of noise and I didn't know where it was coming from. So back to the readings. What's for the higher good? Higher good. This is that king that I always think is, well, this is the energy that's over it. Maybe this isn't the higher good in this one, but this is the overarching energies. This king, as I've said in previous times, is he shall not be named, is kind of over this uncertainty when it comes to money. And honestly, what I have always chosen for to be our president right now is this card, because he's a little more trustworthy, more that father figure kind of a thing, and he's also a water sign. So let's see what is around the corner for us. Queen of Cups. All right, this is a time we have to nurture ourselves, because if we don't take care of ourselves first, then we get sick. So this is also using your intuition, and this is empathy. We need empathy, and that we're seeing a lot of that in unexpected areas, actually. So let's see what our power in the situation is, looking at things from another point of view. We've been getting this one too. That is how we can help things. We have to look at things a little bit differently now. Okay, so then what's the outside world? Oh, the outside is, oh yeah, see, offering a new job, a new way of making money. This is a raise. This is, somebody's going to offer somebody some money too. So let's look at what the hopes and fears are. Let's see what that is. Hopes or fears, I should say. Oh, we're on the right path. Interesting. Okay. So everything, there's hope. There's always hope. That card always has hope. And then what's the outcome? Victory. Oh, well, this is interesting. Okay. So King of Cups is somebody who has integrity. Okay, this person has integrity, and money is what's getting in everybody's way right now, right? we see that, right? This is what's been going on in the world. The seeds have been planted, and the overarching energy is, he shall not be named, is forcing us to plant our own seeds, okay? So with all the corporate greed, all the ego seekers that need all this attention and all of this stuff are forcing us, which is all to put us on the right path, is forcing us to take matters into our own hands so that we're responsible for ourselves, okay? The Knight of Wands is all about passion. When you are passionate about something, that's when things get done. And I hate to say it, like there's no death on here or whatever. So, but Luigi's on everybody's mind too. And he's planted those seeds about how we feel about corporate America. And now it's time that we want to get into something that is a little bit more nurturing, a little more caring, and a little more intuitive and feeling and empathetic, because corporations, the big ones, the corporate greed there's no empathy. So, but the corporate greed is all about corporate greed, ego. And now these cards do mean things in different times, but I'm just trying to go with the energy of what things are feeling like as of right now. But looking at things differently, we already saw what happened when Luigi, off that CEO, which again, not condoning that, but, and that's what's so strange about this conversation. Whenever that topic comes up, there's always followed by a but. Don't like it, but. So I fully believe in karma. You do bad things, you put enough bad energy and greed out into the world, it bounces back to you. I have a whole journal about what that is. Law of attraction plus law of action equals results. So if your goal is for greed and to get as much money you can and it hurts other people, guess what? That energy is going to go back to you too. So looking at things in a different perspective, how is your energy affecting your life? Because it does. So that's why we need to start getting back into that empathy and caring about other people, which has got Aquarius all over it with the Pluto, right? So I believe this is kind of our new revolution that, it's not going to be one of these fighting but it from corporate world against the humanitarian people, because we want things to be back to where we care about people. You can make money and still care about people. You just don't have to be so greedy about it. And that's where this money will come back into it. When you start really doing those things, it'll bring you money. That's just the way it is. And that's why we're going through this, because this has put us on the right path to get us back into that empathic, caring, humanitarian mode. Money is fine. You love money and you use people, that's where things go sideways. If you use money and love people, then you're on the right path. And when we do this, guess what? We'll all have our own personal victories. So regardless of what, the whole climate with the president stuff, because really there's a little bit more to it. I mean, presidents, sure, they do affect, but we got to remember there's a House, there is a Senate, and is the judicial system that helps with that stuff. And this is what we all need. We want the compassion with it, and we all are ready to see it, okay? Because the overarching energy, we saw what ego does. Ego is what's caused this problem. So the compassionate energy is what we're all striving for and looking for, especially during this time. So there's been a lot of craziness going on during this time. So for all y'all out there into energy work, this is what we have for this week that we will be probably thinking about and what will be on our minds. And it is about coming together, having somebody that can give us trustworthy, helpful, honest, caring, kind advice. That is what people are searching for this week's energy. And yes, money is the topic. Money is the topic. Corporate greed is the topic. And that's what's given everybody this whole, kind of feeling about that. But the hope is we plant our own seeds. We start tending to our own garden. It starts here first, then it spreads out. Okay, so that's what we have for this week's reading. I hope you enjoy it. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm up to 102. I already passed my goal. So I know that's not a lot in the big scheme of things, but for me, I like to celebrate every win I get. Any little small win is victory, is a victory, and that's what we need to look at. So have a great week. I will see you next week, because if you like these kind of videos, I do a daily short, and you know, sometimes I'll throw a little video up in there in between, and I don't just do card readings. I do use them for energy work, but we'll bring up other topics that do talk about current events and so forth. So with that, again, thank you and have a great week.